good morning. I'm Erica Manalo. I'm a 4th-year medical student and we're going to perform Leopold's maneuver. Hello, good morning, Mommy. What we're going to do is a Leopold's maneuver. Is it okay for me to palpate your abdomen to determine on what fetal position is your baby? And also, I will auscultate to hear their fetal heart tones and also to determine if the estimate age of gestation. Is it okay? So, first is let the patient empty her bladder because it would be uncomfortable if the patient has a full bladder, and also it is appropriate for you to accurately estimate the age of gestation with an empty bladder. And then, before you palpate the mother, be sure to warm your hands because cold hands stimulate uterine contractions. Okay, so let the patient lie on a dorsal recumbent position with a pillow under her head and also a pillow under her knees. So let her knees be bent for her to be in a relaxed and comfortable position. So after that is now we assess for the fundal height. So fundal height is assessed at 16 to 32 weeks age of gestation. So first is we're gonna palpate for the symphysis pubis. So for example, here is the symphysis pubis. Also, we palpate for the fundal height, for the fundus. So here is the fundus. So from the symphysis pubis, using a tape measure, we measure it in centimeters from the symphysis pubis up to the fundus. So we measure it by 30 centimeters. So the age of gestation is estimating by a 30 weeks age of gestation because of the 30 centimeters. So now let's proceed to the Leopold's maneuver. So for the Leopold's maneuver 1, this is called the fundal grip. So we grip for the fundus. So this Leopold's maneuver 1, we determine on what fetal pole lies on the fundus. So here, if I can palpate a soft, doughy mass, so this is meaning it is the breech, or it is in a breech position. So meaning this is the buttocks of the baby. But if I feel a round, ballotable mass, hard, that is the cephalic, meaning that is the head of the baby. But in here, we feel palpate a doughy mass. So it is in cephalic position. The Leopold's maneuver 2, still facing the head of the mother, we palpate for the umbilical. So this is called the umbilical grip. So we palpate for the sides of the maternal abdomen. We determine which is the fetal back. So here, this is the maternal right. I can feel a hard convex mass, meaning this is the fetal back. So that lies on the maternal left. And then on maternal right, I can feel a soft nodular mass. So in a soft nodular mass, this means that this is the feet and the hands of the baby. So the fetal back is located on the maternal left. So we can auscultate for the fetal heart tones on the maternal back using our stethoscope, using the bell of our stethoscope. So fetal heart tones can be heard on the stethoscope at 16 to 22 weeks age of gestation. So we auscultate for the fetal heart tones and then also check for the pulse pressure of the mother and the radial artery to check if what you hear is the fetal heart tone. So check for the fetal heart tones for 1 minute, and then the normal value for the fetal heart tones is 110 to 160 beats per minute. Then after that, still facing the head of the mother, we proceed to the fetal or pollix grip. So pollix grip, using the thumb and the index finger, we palpate above the symphysis pubis. So determine what fetal pole lies on the pelvis area. So I can feel a hard ballotable mass, meaning this is the head of the baby and it is not movable. So meaning it is already engaged. But if you feel a doughy mass and movable, meaning that is the breech position, or that is the buttocks of the baby, meaning it will not be engaged So, overall, in Leopold's maneuver 1, I can feel a soft doughy mass, and then on Leopold's maneuver 3, there is a hard ballotable mass, meaning the fetus is in cephalic presentation. And it was also engaged because it is not moving. And then last, for the Leopold's maneuver 4, which is the pelvic grip, we face the feet of the mother. So, what we do is we place our hands and we check for the fetal attitude and the fetal engagement. So my hand does not diverge. My hand does not converge. So meaning it is already engaged. But if my hand diverge, meaning it is not yet engaged. So since here it does not converge, it is already engaged, and then after that we palpate for the cephalic prominence. So I can feel the cephalic prominence here. There's a resistance, and then and you note that the fetal back is located here in the maternal left, so it is opposite. The cephalic prominence is opposite on the fetal back, meaning the fetal attitude is flexed. But if it's on the same side, if I can feel here the resistance and the fetal back, meaning the fetal attitude is extended. But here, overall, we summarize the findings. So the estimated weeks age of gestation is 30 centimeters, meaning 30 weeks age of gestation. And then the fetal heart tones is within normal value. It can be 140 beats per minute. And then the presentation in LM1 is position is in bridge. In LM2, the fetal back is on the maternal left, or that is the fetal eye. And then on LM3, we can feel a hard ballotable mass and not moving, meaning it is in cephalic presentation and it is already engaged. And lastly, Leopold's maneuver 4 is the fetal attitude is in flex position and it is already not yet engaged. It is already engaged. So that's all. Thank the patient. Let her drape, and thank you so much. That's all.